We are now connected.
If you're finding this reading today, I want you to mark your calendars down for June the 5th. The asteroid Juno goes retrograde in the sign of Aquarius on this day, turning the energy inward. So this is where you're going to feel a lot because of the things that are happening in your experience. There's a huge spotlight on the relationships and connections that you have in your life right now and who you are as you are showing up in those relationships and connections. And I feel that something is becoming very clear for you, and perhaps you're questioning things or asking for clarity and guidance. This is why Spirit has led you here, and this is why this video showed up for you today. So welcome in, my beautiful friends. I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. This is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. So let's call in Spirit, open up this space, and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So right now, as I'm filming, there's like a major thunderstorm that is happening outside. I'm hoping that you can actually hear the rumblings. If not, know that there's a storm that is passing by as we are here together. And some of you might be feeling this storm like as a physical weather event in your life or energetically and spiritually. Okay, so hang in there. You're meant to move through it. It's going to pass. It's only temporary. So we're going to start with a angel light code for you first and see what message is coming forward around this retrograde. So 599 is your light code. Be steadfast is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. So fortify your mindset. Your angels are asking you to reconsider a belief that you currently have. The present situation is calling you to change your mind about something in order to align with who you authentically are. Being steadfast and secure in your own intuitive wisdom is necessary right now. Write down what is important to your soul at this time and reflect on how you can stay true to that in the days to come. Even as you may shift your beliefs to harmonize with what you hold true within. I feel I need to read that to you one more time. Your angels are asking you to reconsider a belief that you currently have. The present situation is calling you to change your mindset about something in order to align with who you authentically are. Being steadfast and secure in your own intuitive wisdom is necessary right now. Write down what is important to your soul at this time and reflect on how you can stay true to that in the days to come, even as you may shift your beliefs to harmonize with what you hold true within. And I feel this is happening in the way that you're seeing the energy being exchanged between you and others. I feel that you have been giving a lot, and perhaps the energy external to you is not matching, or it's making you feel either drained or unappreciated or taken advantage of. This is what I was getting before starting filming. So 599 is your angel number, your light code. Carry that with you as you are moving through your experience. So fortify your mindset. They want you to be very clear around your expectations. Communication is going to be a superpower for you. So what I'm feeling here is you've been putting a lot of effort and energy into something that you have been building. And I feel there's an external energy that is like riding the wave of your efforts and, everything that you have put into building and creating something. So you'll have to share with me what that is. So let's pull some tarot cards and see what else is coming through. So 5 of Wands. So there's definitely some friction here, turbulence. It feels choppy. And I feel what's happening is I'm getting a crowd of people or 2-3 people where there's a difference of opinion, or, there's different beliefs. Like it feels like mixed emotions or something not clearly being spoken. So this is being cleared at this time, and I feel it's being cleared through you. So 5 of Wands to start. We have the Page of Swords. I feel that you're very clear about who you are, what you desire to do in this world. You have a very vivid vision around what you want to create in your world. And I feel that you have already created that world, and there's like an external energy that is either invading your space, or it's almost like taking advantage of you or taking you for granted. Like you're feeling it, and maybe you haven't communicated that yet. And I feel right now, Spirit is encouraging you to set up some healthy boundaries and reinforce them by speaking that truth. So, Page of Swords. Next, we have Six of Wands. There's a lot of victory here. I'm seeing that what you desire, the outcome or the experience is exactly what you're going to receive. So it's through you being clear, it's through you being direct. And I'm seeing that you're supported in this as well. So maybe you have been having a conversation with someone, conversing with someone. That's what I wanted to say. And there's a lot of advice here and a lot of support there for you as well. So I feel that what you're feeling is real for you because you're feeling it. And what I'm getting here for some of you is communicating it. This is where, when you're communicating something, then the other person will know. Because if you don't communicate it, they don't know. I feel there's definitely something that is happening in a relationship dynamic here for some of you. So lots of love. You want to spread that in your world. And I feel that you're a very loving person. Like you care about those around you. And sometimes that is not reciprocated. And maybe that's what you're feeling. And that's the whole point of this retrograde, is to bring awareness around something that feels like it is not equal or fair. And it's not that you're meant to take a tally of this, but it's just a pattern or something that you're recognizing. So that is the Six of Wands. Now, I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages, which is my favorite part, everyone, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So there is a lot happening here. I feel that maybe there was friction or is friction, and then there won't be. Because you are coming in with a clear vision, a clear expectation, or sharing what you're noticing or seeing, but in the energy of love. So it clears the air in a way. Now, before I continue on, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating with you, please leave it behind, but also pass this reading along to someone that might need to hear its message. I'm also going to leave your individual readings in the pinned comment section below, which are extensions of this entire collective reading. So make sure you check those out. So, what I feel is happening is you have stepped into a new experience, and this feels like uncharted territory. And I feel someone has had enough. Like you've had enough of someone being unaware, someone who might not be contributing, someone who might not be reciprocating energy in the way that you have been giving it. And I feel that when we are giving our love, our affection, our energy to someone, it should be unconditional. And when it feels like you're being drained, when you're unconditionally giving, it doesn't mean that you close yourself off, but rather redirect your energy, or even communicate what it is that you are feeling. So, I'm seeing someone asking whether or not this relationship or connection you have is even in alignment with you anymore. Like, which version of you are you stepping into in order to keep this relationship, this connection, this job, like whatever this is? I feel that you're in a period where you're reassessing things and you're looking at what works and what doesn't, who feels right to you and who doesn't. And I'm getting fear here as well of, if I communicate this, then what will happen? This is the Page of Swords, the communication. Maybe you haven't communicated something, and it's something that you've been sitting with and quietly and silently suffering with. This is that retrograde energy that is opening all of this up and bringing a lot of light to that. And what I feel is happening is, I don't know if any of you have reacted to someone because they said something and it triggered you and you went out and blurted something out, and it's something that you've been holding in for a long time. And finally it comes out, and it might not come out a really good way. It might have come out an ugly way. I've had experiences like this, so I'm learning now to actually, speak up and share things before they pile up and I blow up, right? And it's not pretty when I blow up. So I'm very mindful of what I'm carrying, how I'm carrying it, and very mindful recently. And I feel this has to do with this asteroid Juno, because this asteroid is the energy of marriage, of connections, of loyalty between people. It is about the commitments that we have and what you need from these relationships as well. Like there's an awareness of your energy and the other energy there. So I'm seeing that maybe there is an internal storm that you are treading through where you're just noticing everyone else's contributions, or maybe you're noticing more what other people are doing compared to what you are doing. And I feel there's a reason why you're feeling this, because maybe it feels unfair. No, this is only temporary. And I do feel that for some of you, when you communicate and share what it is you're feeling, that this will allow the door to open to clear that, friction, that turbulence, that misunderstanding, or just not being aware. In my own experience, when someone isn't aware, and it's not that they're not just aware, but if I've shared something with someone and they're still continuing to do something that I clearly am not okay with, like in my own space, in my home, or like something that is my energy that I create, if someone's overstepping a boundary, then I'm supposed to be the gatekeeper. I'm the one that's meant to let them know, like, oh, I don't like that, or it's meant to be done this way. And I'm not saying that you're a stickler or to be a stickler or to be like overly too much. I feel there's a balance here with this. And I know what the balance is. You know what the balance is here, because you've been feeling like you're wanting to say something or do something about it. And this feels a little bit confusing to me because I feel there's a lot of layers to this. So there's a lot of different experience you may be going through with the connections that you have. And I really feel that some of you have been recently putting up some healthy boundaries around the relationships that you have. This is how I'm feeling this energy coming through, and you reinforcing them and going through this experience where maybe someone's not liking that you're putting up this boundary. But I feel that, when you're nice, then someone may get comfortable with that niceness and just continue on in that way. And, sometimes we can be fearful of, okay, if I were to rock the boat by speaking my truth, and there's like fear of what will happen then. So instead of saying something, you stay quiet to keep the peace in this. So I'm getting a specific relationship for some of you, or maybe a few different relationships. So things are changing here as this retrograde is happening. And what's happening is there's almost like this clarity around you and the energy exchange. So instead of we now in this connection, it's you, right? Because you're now aware of something that feels off, something that doesn't feel right. Now, I know that some of you have really good connections, right? And for those of you that have really good connections, I feel you are supported and you are in a collective way moving through a frequency and vibration that may be rocking everyone's boats at the same time. It's like a community, a neighborhood that has a thunderstorm rolling by and everyone supports each other through it, right? So this is the energy I'm getting here. So where I live, we get lots of different kinds of weather here in the mountains, and our neighbors are very supportive and helpful, have given us tons of information on how to move through some of the different weather events that we can experience. And I actually talked to someone yesterday at a store who has a really hard time with their neighbors, right? I'm like, I'm so blessed that we are really good with our neighbors here, because there could be an experience where you're not. So this Page of Swords is you showing up within your experience differently. And I feel this is what you have been doing. You've been fortifying your mindset. You have been reinforcing boundaries around your energetic space, right? And being very intentional on where you're directing your energy and very clear about what energy can enter your space and what can't, right? This is through speaking, through communicating. I feel that sometimes in my own experience, I haven't spoken up in a relationship, in a connection. And I always find that if I don't speak up, the person will never know. So how do they know how to treat me if I'm not telling them how to? So I feel that there's like a blank canvas experience for you where they want you to start fresh, start new, and don't be afraid to speak your truth, even if someone's not in agreement with it. This is going to let you know whether or not that energy is in alignment with you. It's even in the things that you're doing. Maybe you're doing things out of obligation or responsibility and you're not really enjoying them. They don't bring you any kind of joy or happiness in your life. And yes, there are experiences where we go through where we can compromise, right? Where we can make things work. And I feel you are someone who makes things work. But right now, you're stepping into an opportunity where you can clear the air, declutter what no longer belongs to you. The relationships, I do feel that there is a relationship dynamic that has shifted. I feel you're on a higher frequency and vibration, and this person isn't. They haven't elevated to where you are, and there's like this clear awareness around this. So because this lady is holding a sword, she doesn't need goggles to see clearly. She's taking them off and seeing it for what it is. So I'm seeing that there are true colors that are coming through. Now is not a time for you to be colorblind. So if someone is showing you their true colors, Spirit wants you to believe them. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling here. And I feel some of you are noticing that you're giving more than what you're receiving. Like there's a big heaviness around what you have been giving and what you are receiving. So there feels like an out of balance energy that is being exchanged right now. And perhaps you're trying to work through how you're going to approach it. Maybe you're thinking about the different conversations you're going to have with this person and you haven't yet done that. So I feel that you are. And I don't know if you had a conversation about what you're going through with someone you trust, but there's a lot of good advice here coming in, a lot of different ways that you can go about this, because I feel whoever you discuss this with may have firsthand gone through the same thing. Or you're listening to podcasts or some social media shorts and things like that, trying to learn on how you can stand your ground and speak your truth, without feeling like you are offending someone. This is what happens to me, is I'm very direct, I'm very forward. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I know that when I'm communicating and being very clear, some people take that very offensive, like they feel like I'm attacking them. And I feel like I'm being very reasonable about being very direct. And growing up in my life, I always felt like I always got in trouble because I spoke the truth. So I had to keep the truth in order to keep the peace. And I feel some of you also have been moving through an experience like this, or many experiences where the energy is now shifting. And I'm seeing where things were where there was friction, where there was like fighting, arguments, or something wasn't working out because there is a difference of opinion or whatever this is, it's flipping over the other way. And I'm seeing a lot of support behind you. And I feel this is what some of you have been seeking. Like even in my own life, I've always wanted a partner who supports me and lifts me up, not someone who drags me down. And my husband, Paul, lifts me up so high every single day. He's the most supportive partner I've ever experienced in my life, right? He's my soulmate, and we work together to lift each other up. And I just feel that this is something that you desire. This is something you may already be experiencing, but you had to go through the other experiences in order to get here. And there's also another experience in the background of you reaching some sort of a finish line. So I feel that you have worked really hard to create the life you're living. And there's this like, I don't want an external energy to come in and interfere with this. So you may be going through something temporarily where changes are taking place. You're feeling a lot of discomfort as you're moving through this, but you know that you're going to come out on the other side winning here because you're staying grounded and centered and steadfast in your true frequency and vibration, being vocal and communicating clearly what you desire, what your boundaries are, having standards, all of that. It's hard for me to even communicate with this message because I myself have a hard time sometimes communicating and setting boundaries around people, right? And I've had many people in my life that have taken advantage of me because I'm very kind, I'm very giving. And sometimes I don't have that energy match me. And in my life now, I'm very aware of, and it's not that there's something wrong with the person, it's just their energy, right? So it means that you're maybe not in the same alignment or frequency. So it's okay if the energy leaves because you are not meant to be someone else for someone else. Right? So I feel this is what's coming in for the collective right now. This is how this retrograde is moving through the collective today. And, I feel this is something that you have been moving through the last few days, maybe the last few weeks, where you're noticing that, someone isn't picking up their responsibilities or putting in the same effort and energy as you, and it's bothering you in some way. Like I'm feeling the bother here. So don't let that bother you. I know that, even in my own experience, it bothers me, but I like to talk it out. And I usually talk things out with my husband before I go in and, blast the energy out to everyone. And it's a good idea to tell someone to put a vest on, a bulletproof vest, before you start to, communicate that maybe the words aren't going to come out the way that, I'm trying to say them. So bear with me. So this is what I'm seeing here for some of you. And nobody's perfect. I'm getting mistakes, failures, and things in the back that may have been contributing to something here that is being cleared now. So I want you to know that you stepped into a fresh new energy. And this is where Spirit is encouraging you to let go of assumptions or any kind of, sometimes we have things that happened in the past, or maybe you're recognizing a pattern. This is the other thing I'm getting. You're recognizing a pattern in someone and you're kind of done with it. So you're freeing yourself. This is what's coming in through the Page of Swords, is freedom. Like you want to be free of I'm getting someone who feels like a parent to adults, having to parent adults. And you're not doing that anymore. So you're cutting the strings of this energy that has been feeding off of you. Right? And remember, you want to stay in the energy of love, kindness, and compassion. You're not here to match any kind of external vibration and frequency of others, especially if it's not a good vibration and frequency, but rather align with the one that feels right for you, that feels good for you. So the flags are coming up as well. I don't know if any of you are seeing flags recently or one stood out to you. I'm definitely seeing you reaching some sort of a finish line and crossing over onto the next thing. So very interesting, this collective reading today. So I'm going to pull a number frequency behind this retrograde and share some guidance with you. So we are getting here the number 4, perseverance. You are going to persevere. They want you to continue on. Don't give up. One step at a time. Stay steadfast. Okay, so the power of perseverance. We have a lot of green in this card as well. So I feel this is your color. Wear green as much as you can. Green light, this is your go-ahead around something as well. So let's read you the interpretation. And Mother Nature is calling you to connect with her in your own way. I'm getting nature coming through this card. So this card indicates a time to keep moving forward as you strive to achieve your hopes and dreams. Because despite your current challenges, success is well within your reach. You are never given more than you can handle, and you have the strength and ability to make it through. So face your challenges head on with determination and courage and faith. With perseverance and persistence, you can make your dreams come true. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to cultivate mental resilience and stability, since a calm and stable mind creates a calm and stable life. Make yourself aware of the negative thoughts and beliefs that are currently influencing you, and muster up the strength to develop a positive state of mind. In order to improve your current situation, you are being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to persevere through obstacles and challenges. Call on heavenly assistance when you need it, and have faith in your ability to create an exceptional life. So they're encouraging you to persevere through the obstacles and challenges here, everyone. Now, I do have an affirmation through this guidebook. You can feel free to write this down and use it, or seal it in the comment section below. With perseverance and persistence, I create an exceptional life. So once again, with perseverance and persistence, I create an exceptional life. I have another affirmation at the very end of this reading that my husband Paul writes for you, so make sure you check that out as well. And we're going to go ahead, close, and seal your reading now with an angel number. So we are getting here 2727. You're going to have a peak experience in this energy exchange with those in your life. So remember that the relationships, the connections, this is where you're really going to feel this retrograde energy. So there is a culmination of your spiritual work within this experience. They want you to have hope and trust in yourself, that inward knowing, your intuition and spirit. You're being encouraged. There's a lot of encouragement in your life right now. You are at the pinnacle of success, and there's great joy here for you. This is what they're connecting you to. So 2727 is your angel number. This is your message. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new here, consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day, and thank you so much for watching.
Trust you're here for a reason. Spirit called you here.
If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Rhea and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care, along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven, and Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.